A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two. Listen to me. Lino.
On third down, that's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, McCaffrey. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And wasn't that supposed to be a sweep?
They didn't even get to the outer third of the field. That got blown up quickly.
Normally, when you're calling a play, you're talking about that tackle made, as you said, to the outer part of the field. Ran that one down in a hurry. That's great diagnosis by the defense.
Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
On third down, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Being chased out left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
What immediately flashed through my mind was 3rd and 1. It has to be a physical run. It has to be that physical play. Get what you can. Be your own blocker if you have to. But don't end up losing yardage on that play. That's just an absolute no-no. Can't happen except we just saw it. It did, and it really changes the course of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Flushed out right. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Micah Hyde, 2nd team All-Pro a season ago there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is Hines. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Wide. Raise your hot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Gun. Yellow. Race in there. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yellow, yellow. Reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he connects with Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Now he'll escape to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. Rhino!
They run again with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go.
They go play action. Cousins. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Cousins now. And he gets it to Funchess complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll give it to him up the middle. Able to fight through one. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the third quarter. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rhino! Gun!
Following the interception, Cousins looking deep for Hilton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Jackson on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Hines. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Zebra! Spurs!
Now Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danico Autry in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Jackson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Throwing here, Cousins. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.